The moringa field is really rocking now. We're coming towards the tail end of the summer season 2024 here at Grow Moringa Farms in Plant City, Florida. And we've had a beautiful time this last month harvesting and cleaning up this area after having a heavy rain and stormy summer season. We can kind of peep our heads out a little bit, care for the trees, lift anything up, move anything around the base. This is kind of like some regular maintenance that you would have if you began to grow moringa for yourself or even as a business. And that's what we do is we train and teach people how to grow moringa for themselves and for their businesses. And one of the first products that you'll want to produce once you have moringa production in your field is a product known as tea. It's a loose leaf, and it's something that people will add to warm water and drink in the mornings or in the evenings or the afternoons. It's no caffeine, there's no caffeine, but I just had my tea and I feel great. Another thing is not just having the loose tea, but then putting it in bags and then putting it in a nice package and a product. This is a very popular product to begin making from your material. This is how you can start bringing in income really quickly from these two products. There's little to no processing. And so it's one of the easiest things to make. You just have leaves, dried leaves. So you just have to get the leaves really, really clean and dry. And I'll teach you how to do all that stuff inside the members area. Come on in as a Grow Moringa Collective member so that way you can actually meet up with us this Saturday, September 14th. We're going to have a full day workshop meeting with all of our members here. And you can find out more information on our website, growmoringa.com. And you'll be able to learn everything that you need to know about making moringa products, starting a business, and the ins and outs of essentially running your own moringa farm. So let's jump right into this moringa farm here. Get our hat cam on. And this is probably going to be one of our last walkabouts here in the field for a little while, as we begin to move to other sections of the farm. We still have a little trimming and cleaning up to do in the rows and the aisles, but the work that we've done already this last week, the last 2 weeks, has really revealed a lot of potential. I see a couple of tall sticks over here. Let's just come over here. Let's just start walking. I like to walk in the middle. This is like my favorite way to do it, in these little pathways in the middle. And you can see actually, we just trimmed this field back not too long ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago, and got all the weeds off of her. She was covered. And now she's coming back with lots of greens. So we're going to do the same thing here with these trees. First, get these weeds off of them. And we'll get all of this stuff cut back. The summer really catches up with you quick, and the weeds can get out of hand, especially when you have fresh mulch laid out. The weeds will get you. So we do need to come in here and get the weeds off these trees here. I think even just by hacking this really quickly, we could come back here in the next day or so, and it'll be pretty much just hanging right off the tree, and we'll be able to grab it a lot easier just by doing that. So everything's separated. She'll come off. We got to get in here, get these trees that are just getting torn down. But I wanted to just come here real quickly and even just grab these tips real quickly while we're here. Let these trees come back. get them in the soil. Get them standing upright. Oh yeah, this is really good soil now. And a lot of little babies will just start coming up from getting these weeds off of there. I can see a lot of little trees coming in. Nice. Yeah, we just want to do a little bit of maintenance out here. We're going to start closing up shop in this field here soon. So you'll want to grab your Moringa powder, especially right now. Get stocked up on Moringa powder while we have it, while it's fresh. There we go. A little bit of greens here. We just got an order for a starter kit. We just got an order for a pound of powder. So somebody's going to be getting 10 trees, 10 Moringa trees to help them get their operation started. Very nice. Just keep coming through. And just grabbing enough from each tree. Keep these trees producing nice, dark greens. See, now we have a lot better management when we come out here in the field. We don't have to take so much from each tree. It's just season. You know, it gets really wet out here and buggy. And so it's just not even really enjoyable to be out here. And so sometimes, you know, there'll be times throughout the summer where I might not come out into the field for 30 days. Even though I really do like it. It just gets like a swamp. But now, here we are, we're coming to the tail end. And I'm just re-inspired once again to come out here. And now that it's not going to rain as much, now that the weather's going to shift a little bit, it's not like the work that I'm doing out here is going to go, you know, unnoticed now because it's a little bit easier. Things are not growing as fast, is what I'm saying. So it's not like in the pure thick of the summer where like I could cut the grass and then it'll be just right where it was a couple of days later. You know, so sometimes you just take the seasons. See, we can open this tree up now a little bit more. We grabbed this piece that was in the middle. Now we're going to be widening this tree up a little bit more, like this piece right here. It was on the inside, so we can pull that off. And then boom, we can start bringing these pieces down. And she'll get nice and thick. Thanks, Miss Moringa. Thanks. Thank you. Wow, you're gonna be nice and big. Yeah, this tree is gonna get real big. It's in a good spot. It just took a little while for the soil to get established here, but now that I'm digging down in there, it's like soil. It's not just mulch. This row I planted out last summer, right? And then this row I planted out early this past summer. So this is a one-year-old area, even though the the plants that are in here, like say like this tree right here, it's older than a year. I brought it in from another area, and I could even get in this tree, but we'll just and see how, like, that's a triple. We don't really need 3, and that one was kind of just coming in the middle. But if I grab this, that'll really thicken those 2 up. All right. Oh, must be a piece of wood right here. Oh, good. I want to get this out because I want to do mushrooms with it. So I want to get that out of here. All right. Let's just go ahead and get this baby back a little bit more, so we'll grab it there. Just to keep the tree from stretching too tall. We still could have some storms. We're still not out of it yet. I mean, we're still really warm. The waters are still real hot. And so this is really just a health check to make sure that the trees stay healthy. And I got the garbanzo, or the pigeon pea here, gandules. All right. This is looking wonderful. Just keeping things back. Got a few areas that we haven't really hit yet, or even just was already here a couple weeks ago. But now even things are going to slow down even more. So just this first set of maintenance, wait till we come through here and we just cut the grass and we just mow over. A lot of these weeds will just die back, especially like this whole, see this whole thing here? It's like a whole carpet. Whole carpet of weeds that we just pulled out from the other. Oh, there's another log here. I gotta get this out of here too. Okay. Yeah, I want to get this in the right spot too. Wow, I forgot some of these logs were in here. All right, so I got 2 right here that I want to grab. I'll do that here soon. And right now we're just moving the carpet here. Oh, it looks like there's a big old caterpillar thing here. Look at this caterpillar. That's a caterpillar. Ooh, that thing is crazy looking. That is a caterpillar. Ooh, look at that thing. That's pretty cool. Nice. All right, buddy. We'll put you back. We'll put you right back carefully under some mulch. And do your thing. We'll keep you right there. All right. Should be good. Let's just adjust real quick. All right, we're good to go. Yes. Hat cam. Hat cam. Hat cam is feeling good right now. think I'm getting into the groove with this thing. I like the way you work it. Hat cam. All right. Ooh, well, we're getting these weeds back. We definitely are. And then they're coming back. Now we're just, see, look at this. This just came up in the last 2 weeks because I had to have been here for this tree to clean this tree up like this. And look, she's already covered with vines. And so we gotta get these vines out of here. Lots of vines. Look at this, like a whole carpet. Nice. Hey, that works. I'll just mow over this whole thing. This just tells me that, the soil, this is helping make soil and make the soil healthier. So, might be a little bit of work right now, but it's early. It's early in this farm. And so there'll be more of a canopy and more coverage out here soon, so where there won't be as much opportunity for these vines. Plus we'll have already controlled them and gotten all the roots out and have a real coordinated effort. There's a few other little branches we can grab off of some of these smaller trees over here, and making sure that all the weeds are not affecting everything. Do I have a bush over here? Did it make it? I have a stick standing up here as if I had something in the ground here. But it could just be the Mexican sunflower itself that I wanted to grow, and she is sprouting. So Mexican sunflower does also help to bring in some shade and some nutrient. So she's going right here. We'll keep her clear because there really isn't any over here in this zone quite yet. Wow. Lots of little vines. I wanted to show you where I got to last night. I was able to come out last night and do some weeding. And I was able to get some progress done on the other side. I can't show favoritism in the field. Wow, look at all of these trees I got to get cut back. And those will all serve as good greens too. Oh yeah. This little one has a little vine at the base that we just pulled out and pulled off. No more. No more little vines at the base. Let's pull this middle one out from the center there. Just open that tree up and then pop that right there. Boom. That'll open that tree up. She's shortened up. She'll do good. Got a little chaya coming in here. So we're just making sure all of our little investments. We got a little gandule coming in here. Pigeon pea. Good. She's coming. Got another Mexican sunflower coming up here. Got another chaya coming up here. And that's it for here right now. But I'm just making sure everything is clean. There we go. Clean. We're working our way down the field, grabbing anything that we missed, and also just taking a look down every single aisle for vines, making sure everything is clear from the base like this, and nothing is creeping up on our babies. Yep, that's all. So soon it'll be able to become time to come in here like this and do like a swipe of fresh greens like this on the inside. Just come in and grab anything on the inside like this, and you get a whole flush of greens. That's what we're getting ready for now. We're able to produce a lot more. People ask me all the time, how much can I make? Like, this is a half acre right here, and I'm able to make quite a bit because I'm out here harvesting, you know, several times. I'm working the trees, you know. I'm out here, and so I get a lot more production off of my trees because I spend more time with them. That's the secret. They're like children for me. I don't have children, but I could imagine that it's something like this. I'm gonna keep cruising down these aisles. I'm so happy this beauty berry is here. Yes. I'm gonna get lots of beauty berries out here from her. This is what I mean when we come through and we leave just a thick base of like 2 or 3 right here, just like this. This is what I mean. So now she'll just keep coming back from this thick spot. Let's keep getting some of these Mexican sunflowers back as well, just back down to that base. Also, letting the sun through here after chopping these weeds back, it helps to just dye them back and create more sun to penetrate down into the field right now, because the water table is really high and it's flooding out here. See how I'm just bringing it back down to this base? I'm getting all the Mexican sunflowers down to like this triple nub. That way they're easy to manage like this. And we just have like 3 nubs like that we grab from all the time. Fresh greens. That's the way to manage the Mexican sunflowers like that. This could be the last one that we get in the aisle here. And then we have just a few more moringa. This is the best part of this orchard now, is this step right here. See here, now we have this Mexican sunflower getting real big at these key moments right here, where I just keep cutting it back, keep dropping next to the moringa trees, you know, keeping the weeds back. This is beautiful. This is like a dream right here. Wow, look at all this fresh material right here. We get to put right back down on the trees, keep the weeds down. And then boom. You just keep this Mexican sunflower a little tame. Just a little tame right here. Just tame it back a little bit. I can feel those little needles though. It does have little needles on them. You get a little itchy. Plus there's just lots of little bugs right now. Nice. You guys are getting a real good feel for the walkabout. Yeah. I mean, we're even getting into an aisle I haven't even really walked through yet right here much. But just want to make sure that we don't have anything near the tree. Looks like we have a little Mexican sunflower here that we could get some of these weeds back. Yeah, it's probably been a couple weeks since I came through here and harvested these. I can see that these are all starting to come back. I can tell that we had like a big rain. There's vines on here. So hopefully that'll just suppress these vines back a little bit. Boom. Got our main stem from this Mexican sunflower. Wow. Oh, I love being able to just drop it right on top of the vines. Oh, there's another log. All right. Been meaning to get this log out of here too. All right, let's do that. Trying to do mushrooms. All right, so let's just go ahead and put this in the aisle. I got 3 big ones now that I can grab. And then I wanted to show you what I did last night with one of our rows here. Pretty much got all the way back. And revealing any runners or pieces of grass that are still on top like this. The morning after. It's already dry and easy to pull off, like especially this is the root right here of the vine right there. And I got a moringa tree. Just get that out into the aisle, into some sun. And then look, I got a moringa tree right here that I can save. That's why it's good to take another walkabout. Boom, look at that. Nice root tuber. Get that down in there, saved. But that's what we're doing, is we're saving a lot of trees right now. There's a lot of trees down in here that are gonna come up in the next few weeks because now there's nothing covering them. Just making sure I'm not grabbing trees and I'm just pulling weeds. Yeah. And I'll just keep doing this and just keep cutting vines that are just creeping over top. Let this bed breathe again. Breathe life again. And it's like a lot of the trees and roots that are down in there, it might not be visible right now because they died back, because they were suppressed and they were smothered. But what's going to happen is, now that I made some room for them and some light, a lot of them are going to come back, and these beds will be full again in no time. Wow, it's lots of vines on here. But I mean, there was some loss. But I mean, look at how many trees we have. So just have to care for the ones that we have. Try to pull out any of these massive roots. Massive vine roots. Put them out in the sun, put them out in the aisle, chop them up with the blade. Okay. Well, we'll keep working this. Just wanted to show you that I was able to get one completely. And I've got to do a few more places. Like this one right here. Just get in here. And just by doing this one day, the next day, it's walkable. Let's get this moringa here cleaned up. It looks like I was already here, possibly even 2 weeks ago. So even a lot of what this is growing was just the last 2 weeks. I mean, we have had rain, but it is starting to shift. I can feel it, September shifts. Everybody's pretty much back in school now, back in the grind. And gearing up for holiday season. Let's take off anything in the middle. This is what's really good about just coming in also, is just grabbing anything that's kind of crowding. Even this baby right now, open her up. It's good to structure always. Well, we didn't really grab many greens, but we were able to come through and really take a look at this last big harvest of the summer. Now we're going to start transitioning, into fall. And so now we'll be able to grab where we don't grab as big harvest, but it's more so now the harvests are like this, where the trees are already really nicely manicured. Nothing's really stretched or big. So that way things are close by. Oh, look at this. Getting this weed back, and there's ants in here. Oh yeah, so let's reveal this base. Wow. I wonder if I even came back here at all. This Biden's elbow is actually really good though for the soil, so I'm really grateful for it. All right, we got that. We got that. We got that. Now this is what I mean. It's like we just cut this tree back maybe 2 weeks ago or so. And now she's bushing right back out with lots of greens. But we can just come into the middle first and assess and grab any greens that are coming into the middle first. Like this. Boom. That's a nice little harvest from just grabbing the middle. And so that's going to be our next strategy as we come through. And now the trees are all bushing out nicely. We can grab things like this, and this. And oh, the vines are coming in from over here. Okay. What a beautiful day. Thank you very much for coming in and watching with me and hanging. As we grab some of these fresh greens that are coming off, we're just grabbing like the middle. And just by doing that, it opens this tree up once again. And then another step even from there is even going ahead and popping tops off of these fresh green shoots. This is going to bush it out even more. Grab some of this cluster. Grab some of this cluster. And just by doing that, this tree is going to get even bigger right now. Because then we're taking off all the suckers. We popped all the tops and we're pushing everything back. I'm actually going to take this one all the way back to push this tree out even more. Boom. Right on. Okay. I think that helped us get up our stash. I think we got a good stash now. We could probably grab a few more on the walk back together. But that's a good little stash there. Nice. Yeah, we don't need much. We just need a little bit every single day. A little bit of greens every day. Goes a long way. It really does. Say I'm able to just get a pound a day. That's 7 pounds a week. 7, 41, 28. Let's just say that's 30 pounds a month. You know, if I'm able to sell it for, say like $50 a pound, is that like a couple $1,000 just off the powder? That doesn't include any of the other things like tea or loose leaf. Yeah, you could definitely make a good living out of this as long as you know what you're doing. You're keeping things simple. And you have a purpose. Farms do really well when they have a purpose and a production and a mission. You know, not spreading yourself around doing too many things, especially starting out. Once the farm is more established and you're in that farming mode, then it's easy to do stuff like this. Come out, go back in, get some food, take a shower, take a break, you know, put on some new clothes, you know, hit the computer for a little bit, have lunch, but then also get back out in the field and do some things in the evenings. That's kind of what my schedule is, what I'm doing, like right now. Let's head back. I see a couple more big ones. Let's go in the middle. And we'll really start getting the rest of these Mexican sunflowers back. Today was a good start. I'll just get this out of the aisle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got there's a whole nother type of vine over here. It's like a melon vine. It's a whole nother beast. But we'll get this uncovered area. This area uncovered. Yeah. Yeah. It's easy to manage the Mexican sunflowers once they have just that big base. All right. Boom. Nice clean cuts. Thanks, Miss Moringa. This field is pumping it out now. We officially made it. It took about 3 years to get here. You know, the first year was really just putting soil down, putting mulch down, checking out where the rains and the flooding goes, and then started planting. But then there was a frost, and then that took us back a little bit. But then this winter was really mild, and so then we got a huge jump start on the season. And so now this year, we've really been pumping. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I think we just have one more piece. One more big piece over here. And a couple more small pieces. Here we go. Yeah, we'll thin out this little area right here. Call ourselves a beautiful day. Here we go. Oh yeah. We got this cassava here. She's doing well. We had to cut her back. But she's coming back with a big old root system for us. And lots of cuttings. We can get some starch, you know. Every farm needs to have calories. You know, eventually we'll have maybe some animals, some chickens and some rabbits, some ducks. But for right now, we just have the moringas. The moringa trees keep us busy. And I want to make sure that we're using it, not letting it go to waste. I'm getting a lot of practice in maintaining a field and growing good, productive product. So we got to get in here and cut all these babies back. This tree here, let's thin this tree up a little bit, and then we'll be good. Yeah, let's get some of these wonky pieces out of here. There we go. Open this tree up a little bit. Take off some of these vertical pieces so that way she starts coming out a little bit more. Take anything really that's just coming into the middle. And like say if there's like 3 of them, get it back to 2. You know, if it's kind of going into another one, bring it back. If it's just low like that, bring it back. And this is really just helping to structure this tree back. Nice. Yeah, just really open that up now. Boom. Anything in the middle. And then anything that's vertical. And then, but, you know, with reason, you know, you don't want it to go too far out. Might weaken it. And so even in this case, I kind of like how this one is coming. So I'm actually cutting the one down below it off right there, just to have that go there. It doesn't need to go too far out all the time. Boom, like that. That's really nice. All right. Boom. This tree is clean. All of these pieces will really thicken up. See this here. Boom. This one was just kind of going in. This one's coming out a little bit more. Boom, I like that. All right. Nice little lesson today. This field looks a lot different than it did just a few weeks ago. I really appreciate you for being the inspiration that I need to come out here and do this. If it wasn't for our friends and viewers and supporters and customers, you know, I'd have to go work in an office somewhere, or possibly have to work for someone. But because I'm here for you and you're here for me, showing up day after day, learning, watching, liking, subscribing, sharing our videos with friends. That's what I heard the other day is actually one of the things that gets you the most amount of views is if you get a lot of shares. So please share this on your Facebook and share it with a friend. Share it with everybody who might need to see more information about growing moringa, what it takes to have your own field. Hopefully people can appreciate, you know, a little bit of labor that goes into making your products and can see the care and attention that we have for our trees, especially, and our leaves. Everything is going back in that is a healthy, safe product, making sure there's no mold or bacteria or fungus or E. coli, anything. That's a good harvest. That's nice and green. I think really all of our trees are pretty much brought back. So thanks. I think we had a successful journey today. I mean, it looks a lot different than it did just a few weeks ago. And I look forward to hanging out with you in another area of the farm. So that way I can teach you how to do this. And show you that one of the key moments after making this cut that we just did is being able to come in and do something like this to just grab any more suckers that are coming up in the middle. But by doing this right here, right after, say 2 to 3 weeks after you've done a cut, you get something like this. I mean, look at this. This was just a handful off of a tree that we already cut back like 2 weeks ago. So this is the lesson here, is that if you want to make money from moringa and you want to make a living from moringa, it's just about being in the field and harvesting and talking with the trees a little bit, woo, 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 crazy, crazy. But then you get really nice, beautiful trees like this. Ah, wow. And so we can even start getting this baby trimmed back now too. We left her. We still have a bunch of trees in the hedge. We can come through here. Everything's really nicely trimmed back. I got to get some vines still off the intensive beds. But let's get back together another day. We're starting to build a nice little guild. We got a plumeria, a pineapple, a vitex, chast tree, nice moringa with a chaya behind it and a cassava behind it. Diversity. I'm starting to build out these rows with diversity. So thanks for watching and joining us. Subscribe to the Grow Moringa YouTube channel. I'm Kendrick Henry, your local USA moringa farmer. Text collective to 813-696-6676 and I'll get back to you.